Me didn't fall. Good news. Still, something feels off down here. Yeah, sure you knows the way. So many dead. Good looking. Are you immortal or what? Methinks the lad Jan I are visiting ain't pipe, Miss Rack.
is always a pleasure to meet you in person. And I've been expecting this particular meeting with great aspiration. My name is Uxiag. I am a Kinreeve of Periite. In some ways, I am the sovereign of this place. I am one of the kin of the Dremora clan. Kinyev is an honorary title among my people. Some may not agree with me on this, but for me, the greater importance lies in not what privileges the title brings, but in how one uses them. My lord Periite is the master of the pits, guardian of the lower boundaries of oblivion. Have you not heard of his name? I've heard my master is not so well known in Tamriel, and yet your question surprises me. He's not as notorious as Azura, Molech Ball, or Hormias Mor, but completely forgetting Periite. My lord is the keeper of the natural order. It's probably expected he's not much loved. I've heard my master is not so well known in Tamriel, but your question surprises me, provided you have met him before. My lord is the keeper of the natural order. It's probably expected he's not much loved. Mortals have a strange habit of forming an impression, using the most tumultuous exemplars as representatives. Not all Dremora are servants of Dagon. Some kin obey Molech Ball, some obey Sanguine, and some, as you now know, are in service of Lord Periite. And in the main, we are not bloodthirsty. Do you not remember what I told you on our first encounter? I don't have much else to add. You really are the first guest after Sinmarian who has piqued my interest. And I really wanted to play with you. We are in the throne room of my Alcazar. These are my chambers. From here I watch my guests. Alas, there are fewer guests than I would like. The stones are one of multiple Oblivion pocket planes which I reign over. And of course, they belong to the pits. But don't you ponder much on it. No matter how hard you try, you'll be incapable of picturing the true portrait of the pits yourself. The pits are one of the spokes of the wheel, the one laying below in the mud. I don't care for what you may have already heard of them. I see you don't understand. Fine. The pits are in the possession of Periite, for he is its master. All here are subject to him, you and I both. Do you truly believe that the people extinct so long ago have any differences from you and your folk? Let me disillusionize you. For the millennia, in which the Falmer were gone, the inhabitants of Tamriel have changed little. You already know all about the Snow Elves. I've nothing new to add. He was a peculiar guest. Perhaps you already know that settling the goblins here was his idea, though he was not guided by good intentions. He was inspired only by the interests of a researcher's behoof, and a succinct one, provided I cannot explain why he left this place. You're beginning to abuse my hospitality. If you wish to ask infantile questions about the constitution of this world, ask Hormias Mor's Seekers, or search for answers in the Great Hexagonal Library. Yes, I narrated all my stories for you specifically. Your friend is a sapid collector, but he is cramped in terms of manipulating the continuity. Every action I perform works in favor of my lord, somehow. Of course, sometimes I fabricate things for my own amusement, when I feel like it. Of course, he's aware, and this provokes certain thoughts, provided he's yet to take any action. Would you believe everything goes as planned? Goblins are as much a guest here as you. My treatment towards them is appropriate. They do not bother me. As nor did Sinmerian or the Falmer. All I do is observe the occurrences and share the stories with my guests. Is there a reason that suggests someone is bothering me? Good. In different circumstances, we would bid our farewells like good friends would. I'd await your return, and we'd amuse each other with anecdotes someday. But now, I can't let you go. You erupt into my Alcazar, no, into my plane, clearing your way with fire and sword. And you expect to leave with impunity. Are all mortals so naive? Or have I been lucky with you? I don't mean anything. I find amusement in putting thoughts in your head. You conclude them on your own. I'm tired of repeating this. What? Come now. Combating you would be amusing, but I've no desire for it now. But the great battle will take place. You are to fight my champion. After that, I may let you go. I've changed my mind. Watching this duel, I thought I would like to warm up a bit. And you seem to be able to provide me some good entertainment. Well, at least you're still breathing.
You're not.
To be discussed. They don't even know themselves.
You were the one who did this, weren't you? What a curious specimen you are. Unfortunately, I have no time for you. We must investigate, you see. I see a silent question in your eyes. Who am I, and what's going on? You see, Prince Paralyte, our lord, lucubrates on more pressing issues. He has no time to attend some border plane of the pits, so I take charge. Name's Markinaz Trikriura. I visit the stones every couple of centuries. Until then, don't you interfere, mortal. The Kinreeves Alcazar will be sealed until all circumstances are clarified. Bye-bye.
Boy, here's the pond where Gileada lass hangs out. Yeah, and I are so close to the treasure. Dive in.
You again. I did not expect to see you here. I thought we had everything discussed. Oh, you've been, and you haven't been. Well, the thing is, you were here before. What, are you expecting me to prove that? Well, it'll be easy. You are here to ask about a treasure. It's simple. If a serpent bites its tail, it will never let go unless it is well kicked. You've come here, so it hasn't occurred for you to do so yet. You've come here. That's how I know what you want. It's simple. The dragon is also a serpent, and like all serpents, it's proud and vain. It weaves an endless silver, admiring its own reflection in its scaly mirror, but doesn't see that. Are you seriously trying to make sense of this? I'm just ribbiting nonsense to avoid the question. Very much so. The thing is, it was you who warned me. Indeed it was you. Who else could it have been? The shell? Or maybe the little pests? You flatter them. Can't say I actually dislike them. They're altogether harmless and quite endearing. As long as they say nothing. Their constant do I absolutely cannot stand. Sinmiaren? Ah, you mean the arrogant high elf mage who was squatting around for some time. Does it really matter what his name was? Well, what did I say? The cycle is infinite, therefore predictable. Sure, I'll give you the treasure. No time to waste. Here, bye. See you next time. And what did you expect? Am I doing anything wrong? Should I roll my eyes, take a breath, and send you to kill a Daedroth? Who's threatening the poor toad? It's a waste of time. And I roll my eyes anyway. I'm a toad. Do you really want to know? It's a long story and complex, and you may not like it. It's not the first time you're telling me this. Pardon, you said the exact same thing in another cycle. It should be easier to understand this way. Anyway, your words are insulting, and I don't feel too inclined to answer your questions. Let's get to the point, or stop here. Do you like shiny trinkets? When I last visited Tamriel, they were a big deal. Has anything changed since? But no, I give them to you for no particular reason, and not because you killed the Kynreeve. I have them plentiful. I can give a few sacks. What counts most is not what awaits you at the end, but rather what you encounter on your way, right? New acquaintances? Adventures? Yes. To every you who comes my way, I say, I hope today has become clear to you. Kynreeve tried to play god of faceted stones, and look where that got him. Don't understand metaphors, do you? With great power comes great responsibility. You become responsible forever for what you have tamed, and so on. Understanding this, that's your real treasure. You've come to me countless times, but this you I will remember better than others. Sure, at one time, the Daedric princes preferred spending time with each other, over staying in their own realms. Pyrrhite won this plane from Malakath. No surprise the goblins settled here later. Their connection to Malakath is well known in Tamriel. Wait, do you actually believe what I'm saying? Does it? I'm a talking toad. I'm babbling nonsense, modus operandi. And my knowledge of all these planes is no broader than yours. I should probably just write everything down. Very well. My name's Gileada. I'm a toad. I can talk. I've been here a long while. Largely, that's all. You spend your time with talking shells, jump from one rock to another, hear farmer ghosts in the fortress. Yet all that interests you is how a toad is able to talk. Wake up. There are goblins here speaking passable Tamrielic. Isn't that amazing? There are no floating rocks in Tamriel either, are there? Know what that means? Maybe somewhere here are real Falmer, as there are none in Tamriel. Joke? Okay, maybe a lame one. Allow me to break the most important news. There are talking toads in Tamriel, and historically, I'm one of them. They who seek shall find. I may look like an ancient talking toad, but they were gone long before I arrived here, so my know isn't much. I know they came in search of safe harbor to escape some war, but when their holdings in Tamriel were devoured by this war, they were left all alone, and so they perished. I just found some place to live, that's all. It's no better or worse than any other. I'm comfortable here, are you not? As Imp would tell you himself, he is a shell, and he can talk. I have nothing more to add. He visits me occasionally, and we have a chat. And he told me that Sinmiaran had left him there. So what? He is in the lab, and he comes to talk to me. At the same time, but in different lines. You would, if you tried to. But if it's really that bad, let Imp himself explain everything to you.
So, how do you like Gileada, lass? An epoch-making toad, is she? Time for your end! Till början en unmarked grave. Ni be ripping your heart off. You won't leave alive. You fight like a dairy fight. You won't be the first we trample. Time for your end. Oi, Michelle! You're in deep waters. Die, dirty creature!